What if I told you that you could design and build a functional website in just 5 minutes? I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but we're actually living in a new era where AI is making that a reality. Today, we're going to dive into this incredible new wave of AI tools that are completely flipping the script on how we go from a simple idea to a finished product. Let's see how it all works.
So, here's our roadmap. First, we'll get a feel for the new design landscape. Then, we're going to climb this kind of ladder of complexity, starting with instant mock-up tools like Stitch, then moving up to Figma's AI powerhouse. After that, we'll check out the all-in-one builders. And finally, we'll wrap up by figuring out how to choose the right AI copilot for your needs.
Okay, so let's set the stage. We're not just talking about some minor updates or little improvements here. This is a fundamental shift in how we create, and it's all powered by one really powerful idea.
And that idea brings us back to this question. This isn't just a gimmick, you know? It's the central promise of all these new tools. The time it takes to go from a totally blank canvas to a working application is shrinking, like from weeks down to literally minutes.
Yeah, people are starting to call this 5-minute coding. It's this new world where you don't really need to know endless lines of code to build something that actually works. Instead, you just use natural language, simple prompts, things you type into a chat, and the AI does all the heavy lifting on the design and development side for you.
So let's jump in with our first tool, Stitch. You should think of this as the perfect entry point. It's super fast, it's free, and it's just fantastic for getting those initial ideas out of your head and onto a screen, like right now.
Stitch is actually the next evolution of a tool some of you might know called Galileo AI, which Google acquired. Now it's been supercharged with Google's Gemini AI, and its whole mission in life is to generate UI designs from a simple text description instantly. And the workflow? It could not be simpler. Seriously. Step 1, you write a prompt. Something like, create a modern website for a pet clinic. Step 2, the AI spits out multiple pages, like a home page and maybe a booking page. Then, step 3, you can either chat with the AI to tweak things or just export the whole project straight to Figma to keep working on it. Easy. So, a huge plus is that Stitch is completely free, at least for now, which makes it perfect for just hammering out prototypes. It runs on Gemini, and there's even an experimental mode that can use images as a reference. The one thing to keep an eye on, its main weakness, is that the style can get a little inconsistent when you add new pages, so it's best for those initial first drafts.
Okay, moving up the ladder, we're landing in some serious professional territory now with Figma. Instead of making you use a separate tool, Figma is building AI directly into the workflow that millions of designers already know and love.
Figma recently announced 2 huge AI initiatives, Sites and Make. Figma Sites is kind of like a super smart website builder, great for creating beautiful, responsive landing pages or portfolios using pre-made blocks. But Figma Make? Well, that's a whole different beast. It's an AI copilot that can build fully functional web applications. To really get the power here, just imagine you have this, a standard, static design for a to-do list app, made right inside Figma. You know, it looks nice, but it's just a picture. You can't click anything, it doesn't do anything.
Now, you take that design and feed it to Figma Make, and this is what you get back, a fully functional web app. You can add tasks, create subtasks in a little tree structure, check items off. It even has a progress tracker that works. The AI wrote all the code to make that happen.
And the reaction from the folks we're drawing from for this explainer was simply, this is truly insane. And it's not just about turning a picture into a website. The fact that the AI understands the logic, like it knows that checking off subtasks should update the progress bar, that is a massive, massive leap forward. So, what's under the hood? Well, the code generation is powered by Claude 4, which is known for being super accurate when it comes to turning designs into code. And it doesn't just stop at the pretty front-end stuff, it can actually integrate with back-end services like Supabase to handle things like user logins and databases.
All right, that brings us to the top of our ladder. The all-in-one builders. These tools are designed to go way beyond just design and prototyping. Their main goal is to help you build, launch, and manage a complete, data-driven application from start to finish. And we've got 2 great examples right here.
Ready is fantastic for simple data collection. So think building a form for vet appointments and having it automatically create the database for you. Lovable, on the other hand, really shines with deep back-end integration, especially with services like Supabase, making it super easy to add user logins and build real-time features.
And we can't talk about builders without mentioning Framer AI. It adds two really powerful features to its already popular builder. Wireframer generates entire page layouts from just a text prompt. But Workshop, that's the real game changer. It lets you prompt for unique, interactive code components. You could literally ask for an image that tilts in 3D when you move your mouse over it, and the AI just builds it for you.
Okay, so, wow. We've looked at a lot of powerful tools, right? From simple mockups to full-stack applications. So how in the world do you decide which one to use? Well, it's all about matching the right tool to the right task.
The real question you have to ask yourself is, what are you trying to build? Is it a quick idea you just need to visualize? A portfolio website? A complex interactive prototype? Or are you trying to build a full-blown app with users and real data?
So let's break it down with this simple chart. Think of it as your cheat sheet. For quick, free mockups, you're going to want to start with Stitch. If you're a designer who lives in Figma and needs a portfolio, look at Figma Sites and Make. For functional apps that need a real backend with data, you've got Ready and Lovable. And to add that unique AI magic, there's Framer. Just find your project type on this list, and you'll find your tool.
You know, the biggest takeaway from all of this is that the lines between design and development, they're getting really blurry. These AI tools are basically the bridge, allowing a single person to handle the entire creation process, from the first spark of an idea all the way to execution.
And this leaves us with a pretty fascinating final question. As these tools get even more powerful, letting designers build functional, data-driven products from a simple prompt, does the very definition of a designer change? Is the designer-developer no longer just some niche role, but maybe the future of the craft itself? Something to think about.